Hello and welcome, race fans, as we are here tonight at New Hampshire for the ButtKicker 121, brought to you by LNS Customs. We've got the Xfinity boys here. We've only got about 15 cars out on the track, so smaller field here tonight. A lot of drivers still trying to get into the race, possibly, but we are off to a good night here tonight. Hope everybody is doing well out there in the YouTube and the Facebook. We've got that Brandon Zimmerman 20 machine on the track right now. Like we said, only a couple of drivers out on the track here tonight, so not a lot of the Xfinity boys going to be driving with us tonight, but we're still going to have fun nonetheless. As we see Brandon Zimmerman going to set his second lap, currently sitting in that fourth spot. Doesn't look like he's going to change, but Michael Brizzen currently out on the track right now as well. So we hope everybody is doing good out there tonight. And again, we welcome you here as it looks like Joshua McKinney going to set himself into that fifth position. See Michael Brizzen going around for his first lap. We'll see what time he can set going into this first lap. See if he can better it on the second. And it looks like Michael Brizzen going to set himself into that sixth position. I see Ronnie Shirk is out on the track now. So Josh McKinney going to set himself into that fifth spot. So Ronnie Shirk coming out to do his first lap. We're going to go back on board here with that Michael Brizzen machine, see what he can set. He can better that lap. Yeah, it doesn't look like it counted, so.
Touch the wall or off track just a little bit. Oh, speaking of off track or going into the wall, almost, Ronnie Shirk. Doesn't like he set his first lap, though, so yeah, he should be good to reset. Here comes Jason Collins out of pit road. He's going to get ready to take his way. Jason Collins, man, that 3 machine, wherever he follows, he seems to have success. We'll see how the 3 does here tonight. We know he's had a good run here early on in this Xfinity season. Good bit of wins here for that 3 machine. We know those Bluegrass Reapers, they are tearing up the field. Jason and Collins, man, he's been doing a good job. He, the Final Four contender last season in the Truck Series, and now he's running out here in the Xfinity. This is all his his brainchild. He started this series, and not only does he put on one hell of a series, from the owner's side of Bluegrass, when he gets in the race car, man, he's no slouch. He's one of those guys you don't want to piss off face to face, and you don't want to piss him off in the race car, because Jason Collins is one of those guys, man. He can get your number quick, and that's what I love about him. He's very aggressive in the race car, very not necessarily, setting himself up in pole position. I was going to say very aggressive in the race car, very aggressive, always seeking for just more and more time. That's the mentality Jason has, and that's what I love about him. He's one of those guys. It's hard to find a person like Jason in today's day and age. He's one of those old school, kind of people, but
just straight tells you how it is.
Yeah, straight tells you how it is. It's very hard to find those kind of people nowadays, and I think that's why I respect Jason so much, man. And the amazing product not only he puts on here at Bluegrass, just one of those guys that solid racer, solid owner. And look at Ronnie Shirk, last season's Truck Series champion. He is going to roll himself
up into that fourth position.
Fourth spot. Yeah, sorry, my SDK was being a little funny right there. I was making sure I wasn't. It started showing Travis Twitty in front of them, even though Twitty hasn't set a time yet. So, but it fixed itself. Either way, speaking of Twitty, as we roll on with I would say if we could vote for Bluegrass Driver of the Year, like fan favorite, I think I would make so many accounts. If it was account based, shoot, I'd be voting for I'd make about 100 accounts just to vote for Twitty myself. So, he's one of my favorites, man. I love watching this guy race, whatever it is. He's got a lot of great hidden talent. He's got a really solid setup. We know, he's got the potential to, no pun intended, rise with his with his talent. And I think it's starting to show. We're starting to see a little bit of that Twitty magic here.
Yeah.
As he's going to sit himself up in 6th right now, 31.025. That's going to put him only 3/10 off of Jason Collins. So a good lap from Twitty overall.
Yeah, and he was saying he was slow. I was DMing him before the race, and he was saying, I was thinking about backing out. You know, didn't want to really get out there and cause an issue. And look at that, setting himself up into that 6th spot. See if he can set himself up better on this 2nd lap. But yeah, Twitty saying he wasn't really that fast, didn't want to cause any issues. Man, Twitty, like I was saying, just need that seat time, but baby. Just need to have that seat time. Not really going to improve that time here on that 2nd lap, but he's going to set himself up.
4/100ths of a second slower, but still about the same exact lap time as your first lap time. And hey, that's consistent. If he runs consistent laps like that, as he wins, as we're going to go on board with another one of our Bluegrass favorites up here in the booth, Jeremiah Hobbs. Man, miss having him in the booth, Chris. He brought a different energy up here with us, you know. It thinks that he's had some other things going on in his personal life, you know, but hopefully one of these days we'll get the Bluegrass reunion, and if the fans haven't got to experience Chris, Josh, and Jeremiah, they would love it. It's awesome to get that boy up here in the booth. He knows his racing, he knows what he's talking about, and it's good to pick his mind as you see him getting a little loose. Jeremiah, man, just hasn't really come to grips with these Xfinity cars yet. That's one thing I've noticed. It seems like he's a little bit maybe too aggressive with the race car.
Yeah.
Like, you know, it seems like he's not necessarily that he's uncomfortable with the race car. I think in qualifying trim, he just doesn't really know the limits of the race car per se. He hasn't really found that absolute limit, as he's not going to be able to set a qualifying time, unfortunately, for Jeremiah. But we should see some good race speed from him. I mean, he was wicked fast in the trucks last season. Did not make the championship, but did pick up a win at Daytona the 2nd time around we went to the Super Speedway. And, you know, Jeremiah Hobbs, a very quick driver. It just goes to show, man, it doesn't matter where you're at and where you line up in the field, championship contender or not. Everybody here seems to be wicked fast. And speaking of it, here comes the grid of those wicked fast drivers, as we're going to see everyone take to the grid here, as it looks like we're just waiting on Jason Collins to pop his head into that race seat and get gridded up. We know Jason probably, you know, was like, oh, I got 40 seconds to grid up. I'm taking off. I'm going to go get a drink. That's just something Jason would do. But either way, we'll go ahead and get the grid going here in just a moment. But it's going to be a great night here at Loudon. We saw, you know, a really kind of aggressive truck race last night. You know, we talked so heavily on how it seems like one race dictates how the rest of the week's going to go. I don't think I'm going to agree with my own self right there. I think tonight might be a little bit cleaner than what we saw in the truck race last night. I still think we're going to see some good racing, though. As it looks like the grid is about to form up all the way. Jason has not gridded up yet, but he will be sitting on that pole position here tonight. That number 3 Bluegrass Xfinity Series, number 3 Chevy Camaro of Jason Collins will be P1. And there you go. Spawns in now. He wanted to get that airtime as that 76 of Ron Morris Jr. Good to see him back up here in the good lap times. He's going to set himself P2 with an 8 Mauer. That 971 machine is setting P3. Ronnie Shirk on the alert, going to be setting in that P4 spot. Brad Gebhardt P5 with Travis Twitty P6. The 05 of Jake Hodge going to be in that P7 position with, Brandon Zimmerman in P8. Joshua McKinney going to be lining up in that P9 spot. Yep, he has been given an EOL. So 9th will be Michael Brison. Brandon Zimmerman in 8th. 9th will go to Michael Brison after the EOL. 10th, Adam Lancaster, 11th, Christopher Pindell. 12th, Robert Richards, that is. 13th, going to go to Josh Clemens. And 14th, and rounding out your field, Jeremiah Hobbs, 15th, and rounding out your field, Joshua McKinney. Forgot about the EOL there after I already said his name once. But all right, well, looks like we do have the field ready to go here. I do apologize if I sound a little scratchy. I don't know why my voice sounds like it just wants to go away right now, but I am trying my best to talk as loud as possible. So we're going to get this race going. And if I sound like I'm about to fall over, just don't worry. Because we're green, baby. As we get rolling here, as Jason Collins going to roll it off into turn number 1 and 2. for the first time tonight. And you see that 76 over Ron Moore Jr. already a little bit under attack from that 91, or 971, excuse me, of Nate Maurer. But he's going to pull it back into line as that 76 is going to get the succession out of the corner. He is going to take that second place position. Big drive in from Morris Jr. as he rolls it in.
Whoa, up in the wall.
In the wall.
Whoa, looks like Jeremiah Hobbs getting a little checked up there. Yeah, I want to say Josh McKinney just got into the back bumper. We're going to go back on board here with Jason Collins. Looks like he's coming under attack from that 76 from Ron Morris Jr. Right, whoa, 971 Nate Maurer. Looks like he just got a little loose coming out of turn.
Just got loose too.
Yeah, so Ronnie Shirt going to take over that third position, excuse me. Over 971 and Nate Maurer. You saw that little bit of looseness. Also, Michael Briston getting a little crazy up there.
I think Brad Gebhardt's got damage because I think between 920 when he got on the wall, made contact with the 05. Yeah, back bumper's damage. I heard him say, "Good job, Twitty," something like that. You know, just drivers giving the business to each other. But we'll see how that plays out. See if we get anything out of that. But we should. It was just probably a no harm, no foul kind of thing. But it was just New Hampshire 1.06 miles.
Looks like Jason Collins starting to pull away. As I say that, Ron Morris Jr. with a really big drive in. But Ronnie Shirt not letting him get too far away. He was on the work for that first place position. Nate Maurer. Whoa, as it looks like Josh McKinney get into the wall back there. Yeah, I saw a big hit there from that 15. Looks like he's got it under control though. We're going to keep it going here. Ronnie Shirt looks like he's starting to lurk up into the picture now. He's starting to catch that 76. Ron Morris Jr. starting to put a little bit of section.
He keeps driving it in big time. That 76 is eating up his equipment. He's trying too hard to get up here and work Jason Collins. Jason just seems like he's kind of on a rhythm line. He's kind of hanging out. And it's not even that it's necessarily hard to pass here at a track like Loudon. It can just be difficult to set your driver up and get the run you want at the time you need it. And that's the hard part. It's not hard necessarily getting up next to the guy once the run's set up. It's setting that run up. You've got to get the perfect drive out of the corner. You've got to get the run down the short straightaway. Set yourself up into the corner. Perfect drive in, perfect drive out. I mean, it has to be almost perfect. It's such a driver's track here. That's why you see so many Cup Series guys love this track and talk about how this is where drivers are made. And, you know, some people believe this is one of those tracks that where drivers can be made to be drivers. So we'll see. The 76, though, the way he's driving into the corner, the way we saw last night when the Truck Series developed, I'm going to say that 76 here at about the next, I'll give it to lap 15 before Ronnie Shirt is past him, if not sooner, with the way he's driving right now. But
yeah,
that could just be me. I'm not going to say that and you know, say that the 76 is out there absolutely, you know, eating his equipment up. These guys know how to drive. They're in the seat and qualifying and that fast for a reason. I'm not. That's why I'm up here talking about it. If I was as quick as these boys, I'd be in the race seat challenging them. But I threw those hopes out the window when I was getting my butt kicked in freaking rookie class legends and when I was in A class. So, you know, we'll talk about that on a different day. But it just seems like with the way we saw the Truck Series race go last night, that 76 here might be using his equipment up early, but hey, use it. We got 121 laps, man. You're on lap 8. You got a lot of tires in the pits tonight. Just go out there and have fun in this first stage. Learn the car.
Yeah, 5 sets of tires in the pits, and then you've got the one that you start with. So 6 sets altogether. You've got a lot of wiggle room here. If you get a little loose, get a little messed up, you can come in the pits, get you some fresh tires, not really have to worry about it. But, you know, that's also going to come in fruition later on if we do have a lot of cautions, which right now doesn't look like anybody's really getting around. Everybody's just kind of falling in single file. Yeah, everybody's just kind of falling in single file. Travis Twitty, he's falling back a couple of positions back to that 11th position. But he is just kind of cruising right now, not really pushing the issue. Like I said, he said he was slow when we were chatting with each other earlier. But like I told him, man, you just need to get out there and get that seat time, get that practice. It's all about reps.
Exactly.
Josh, now look at that. You're only 5 laps away from that prediction.
Big check up from Jason, though.
Yeah, big check up there from Jason. He had to get really slowed up. Looks like the 76 of Ron Morris Jr., he is driving it in really hard into the corner, though.
I'm sorry.
No, he is just on a completely different braking zone than that 3 of Jason Collins. But look at that, 51 of Ronnie Shirk starting to really close that gap up coming out of turns 4. So really starting to look and see if Ron Morris Jr., like you were saying, Josh, if he's eating that equipment up here early, or if Jason's just really going on a conserve right now because he sees Ron Morris.
He's got to be. You know, last night we saw, who was it? Was it the 48 of Robert Richards? I can't remember exactly. It was diamonding the corner really hard. Almost kept turning themselves off some driver's nose. I can't remember exactly what it was. I don't want to say it was Robert. But one of our Truck Series drivers last night was doing that same line, kind of diamonding the corner, running it slow. It's a conserve line. Jason's just backing off a little early, carrying speed to the outside lane. He's able to get on the gas earlier, but that's just setting him up for a lot of speed down the back straightaway, which is where you've got to pass here on the straightaway. So in the long run, it's going to work. But right now, it looks like Shirk might fall off just a little bit. Did you see that 76, how he was really wheeling it out sideways, and Shirk was barely in the throttle coming off the corner exit, and that run, it just shows you the 76 right now eating up those right sides, and he's probably going to start filling those rear tires here a little bit. Here comes Shirk. He's peaking. This is going to be the pass.
Yeah,
if he doesn't get him here, he gets him down the back straightaway in the 4 if nothing happens. Yeah, and he's going to let him by. He's just going to let him by.
Whoa! Big dive out there from the 51.
What, did he just hit the 76?
Don't think so. I think he dove out before it.
The 76 didn't have that damage just a moment ago.
76 definitely has damage. We'll see if we can go back and see what happened there.
Yeah, he doesn't even have damage right here. They hit each other.
Oh, that was...
might have been net code.
That was a little bit of net code there if I've ever seen it.
76 checked out of the gas though.
Yeah, just that was a weird net code issue. 51 coming down pit lane though. Maybe that little bit of damage. Maybe he's worried about that that little bit of nose damage that he has now. Look at that, Josh. Jake Hodge in that 05 now starting to really get a good run in that 05 machine. Looking like Terry Labonte really driving up through the field.
Texas Terry would be proud, and I can tell you I'm a little bit proud being a Labonte fan. It's nice to see that Kellogg's machine of Jake Hodge out on the track tonight. Running probably one of the best skins overall. Well, we say that, though. Big turning. He's doing that diamond. I say that. There's just such low banking here. The car always looks like it's going to spin. That's what I love about Loudon, man. Ooh, look at that. Jeremiah and those other 2 cars behind him. I just heard somebody coming down pit road. I want to say it was the 20 of Brandon Zimmerman. It was. So we're starting to see pit road open here. Stage break, Chris, 45?
Stage break is at 48.
48, okay.
Looks like Brandon Zimmerman decided not to come down pit lane. Look at Jason Collins, Josh, now out to almost a 2-second gap between him and that 05. The 05 was starting to really catch him once he got past that Ron Morris Jr. machine. And now it looks like Jason Collins said, "All right, I got to put the pedal down just a little bit more." So it looks like he's starting to put a little bit of gap between him and that 05. But look at that, Josh. Nate Bauer, who had a little bit of a loose bug on that first lap. He got a little loose, got down there, lost a couple of positions. Now back up into that 3rd spot, looking like he's about to put a move on that 05 machine.
Whatever was loose, they sure did tighten it up, because that 971 is rolling right now, man. He found whatever he lost in the start of this race, and he's moving. And that's exactly what you expect from that Simbox machine of Maurer. He's one of those guys that he's either wicked fast from the second the green flag drops, Well, he's always wicked fast, whether his hiccups or not. But, you know, he's got his races where sometimes he has to settle into that rhythm. And right now that rhythm's coming. And the way he's about to pass Jake Hodge here in the next lap or 2, possibly this lap going into 3, that 971's looking like a favorite to maybe get up here and run down Jason Collins. Usually the guy that does it, too, is that 971, Chris. Those 2 right there are inseparable. Maybe not the inseparable they want to be, but that 971 and that 3 of Jason Collins, very, very close when it comes to that talent pool and the way they both drive the race cars. I wouldn't be surprised if it comes down to a Collins-Maurer battle tonight.
Well, yeah, right now, currently sitting in the points, you know, Nate Maurer and Jason Collins, they're about 15 or 12 points difference. Whoa, the 05 looks like he was getting up into the quarter panel. Maybe a little bit of looseness there. Yeah, looks like maybe a little bit of looseness there from the 971. Whoa, Adam Lancaster almost getting up into the wall there. Looks like he's going to get it straightened out. Ron Morris Jr., though, he is slowly losing the pace here. Now 3 seconds back from Jason. So, you know, he was right there on that back bumper. Now he's really falling off, Josh. Jeremiah Hobbs, though, Looks like he's gained a couple of positions too. Brad Gebhardt, who's all over the back bumper of him, looks like he's trying to put some moves on him. Robbie Richards up 5 positions though. Looks like we've got a battle back behind him. It's going to be Christopher Pendel, Brandon Zimmerman battling for that 9th and 10th position. Whoa, a little bit of looseness there from that 94 Pendel. He's going to get it corrected back up.
Good job in from Pendel on Robert.
Yeah, we're going to go back up front and see that battle, or that gap now between Nate Maurer and Jason Collins slowly starting to shrink, Josh. It's now under a second. Was about a 3/10 gap forward a lap he's been gaining on these on this Jason Collins machine. So
I mean, Maurer was what, almost 2 seconds back, like just 8 laps ago. I mean, that just shows you Collins might have ate his equipment up just a little bit with the way Ron was driving in, and he had to just get a little bit defensive. Could be a little bit of that kind of mixing in here. It also could just be a little bit of maybe Jason just got out of rhythm. You know, you never know. I mean, like we said, when's that 971 and Nate Maurer gets into a rhythm, man, it's scary. It's very scary. That is a wicked fast driver right there, and I'm pretty sure you could put him in a freaking lawnmower with the governor taken out. That boy would be able to run that thing around New Hampshire with these Xfinity cars and probably score points in it. I don't know. That Maurer can just drive anything, it seems like. Dude's a natural behind the wheel. I mean, he's just a great talent. Love watching him. You know, we started off, you know, racing against him. Actually, that's how we were introduced to Maurer, was racing against him, and never knew how to pronounce his name, so I'd always just say the 971. Remember, me and Chris called him Mower for the longest time. We always had the joke he was cutting down the field. And then we found out his name was Maurer, you know. We ended up racing with him in a league. Then we started calling him in a league, and that league led to this league, and now we're here in Bluegrass. And, man, there's nothing better than watching the 971 and the 3 of Jason Collins here, whether it be the trucks last season or the freaking Xfinity cars this year. These boys are putting on a hell of a show, and they push each other's limits exactly how 2 drivers should. And the 8 coming down, the 15, it sounds like he is coming down. I want to say I heard Robert Richards. Yes, Robert Richards is down. And Brandon Zimmerman, after calling about 50 million laps ago, finally going to come down. And I heard the 971 of Nate Maurer also going to make his way down pit road here. Jason Collins is going to react to that as well. The 3 team going to see that the 971's getting ready. They're going to get the crew over the wall. They're probably going to get either a splash of fuel here, depending. Yeah, seeing about 9-second pit stop. So maybe 2 tires, probably just fuel only and go. I wouldn't be surprised if we see tires here.
Yeah, you know, with the 6 set of tires, we've already went 25 laps with no cautions. So
we're gonna have another 25.
Yeah, you would be surprised if they didn't take tires here. As you see, looks like Joshua McKinney all sideways in that box back there.
That's how I stop in every one of my races. Looks like Ron Morris Jr. is going to take the lead. Did Collins get out first?
Nope, Collins is still in. It looks like the 71 of Michael Grison.
Yeah, they both took 4 tires and fuel. It's a good stop from the ButtKicker machine. They really kicked butt on that stop right there. Crew going to get him out in a staggering time, actually. 41 second, 0.2, a 14.7 was his stop in stall. So almost a full second faster than Nate Maurer. That's where your gap's going to be here on track. But Maurer looks like he had a great exit on the apron. He's put that gap pretty much back, and we know a lot of room can be lost and or gained on pit road. And luckily for that 3 of Jason Collins and that not luckily for the 3 of Jason Collins, but the 971 of Nate Maurer, he was able to keep that gap with the 3, and now he's going to be rolling a good spot. But speaking about rolling a good spot, the 76 of Ron Morris Jr. is going to come out in 6th place, just right behind Maurer and Collins. So he's put himself back up here in the mix of things. Ron Morris Jr., we were talking about his little bit of running it hard in the first stage of those tires, but he's come down pit road. He's got 4 tires. He's got got fuel tank of fuel in that race car, and he's ready to roll. Is that 94 of Christopher Pendel going to make his way down pit road? The Ford Mustang crew going to get their set or ready to the over the pit box. Excuse me, had a brain fart there. Is Travis Twitty going to lead his first lap here tonight? Hopefully that won't be the last time we're saying that for that 29 machine. No bias, though. You know, definitely not the biggest Travis Twitty fan up here. I can't stand that guy, actually, you know. Wink, wink. You know, don't look. Hopefully they never show a webcam, you know, and show my, outstanding collection of Travis Twitty screenshots, you know, from all of his, races on my wall. Don't tell him, Chris.
Yeah,
Nah, just kidding.
As it looks like Twitty gonna stay out one more time, gonna
Yeah,
lead
pick up
2
those
laps.
points.
Yeah,
He's gonna pick up a point for leading the lap.
Yeah, so get those points, Twitty. Get those points. It's good to see you out here in the front, and then you see behind him, 10 seconds behind him, is that 51 of Ronnie Shirt. Really on the alert. Yep, and then 7 seconds behind him is that 3 of Jason Collins, and then right behind him is Nate Maurer.
It looks like possibly
Whoa,
Ronnie
Jeremiah
taken...
Hobbs around.
Oh, man, no, Jeremiah, man.
So the first caution is out here.
Might see drivers come down and just take fuel only here. Nah. They'll be able to make it to the stage. I'm done.
So we're back on board with that 10. Jeremiah Hobbs, see what happens.
Oh, him and Jake Hodge made contact. Net code.
Yeah, it looks like the 05 just had a little bit of net code issue there.
What is up with every season 1 update? We get these net codes every new year. Why do we get these net code problems?
Yeah,
say we're nowhere near each other, man. Come on, iRacing. In other news, after we watch this wreck right here, cause see, man, what'd the freaking 05 do? Throw a freaking rock out the window? He run over it?
Yeah, so just that iRacing BS.
Yeah. But in other iRacing news, Chris, I forgot to actually send this to you while I was at work today. iRacing acquired Motorsports Games, which is who made NASCAR Heat 1 through 4, or 5, excuse me, and like the SRX racing game. You know, just a couple other games. I think they made the Tony Stewart's like sprint car game stuff. Long story short, iRacing is wanting to bring a stock car style game or whatever, I guess. They can to, there you go, the console. So who knows, man? We might be getting an awesome style simulator for console or whatever it may be because of the boys over at iRacing. I'm just saying, I'm hoping we get some NR 2003 fills in a game, man. That's all I'm saying. Big news on the iRacing, you know, that side of it. If you care about that, if you don't, sorry, I just wasted your time and bored you to death. But I don't care. I was excited about it.
Hey, iRacing is also doing a lot of big updates. But you know what, Josh? What we're gonna do real quick, while we're under caution, we're gonna go ahead and bring the points up. We're gonna go ahead and get the points settled out before the end of this race, so that way we can get it on the screen. If I can get it on the screen, it does not look like it's pulling it up. Okay, well, I lied. I will not work. Give me 1 second, I'll try to figure it out. If not, I'll just have to do it old school style and just tell it to you. As there we go. Got him up now. Jason Collins, like we were saying, he is currently the points leader. And he's got 3 wins on the season. So Jason Collins sitting there with 427 points. And he's got that 971 and Nate Maurer right behind him with 1 win. But he's at 415 points. So 12 points behind him. Brad Gebhardt in 3rd. Ronnie Shirk in 4th. Bryce Hunter is going to be in that 5th spot. Robert Richards 6th. Ron Morris Jr. 7th. Christopher Pendell 8th. Tyler Johnson 9th. 10th is going to go to Michael Brisen. Christopher Blanchard in 11th. Chris Bourgeois is in that 12th position. Jonathan Pill in 13th. Jeremiah Hobbs in 14th. Brandon Zimmerman 15th. Joshua Clemens in 16th. Will Weber in 17th. Logan Joyner is in 17th. Oh, excuse me. He's tied with 18th with Joshua Clemens. And then Will Weber is going to round out that, or excuse me, Matthew Moniak is going to round out that 20th position. So got a lot of drivers that are really looking for the points here. So, you know, look out for the really good moves. Jason Collins, Nate Maurer, they have to have the moves now.
This is exactly what we saw last night. Those used tires going to the outside lane, so that's not a surprise. And you see why. That 3 of Jason Collins going to get off to an excellent restart there. The 971 Gonna just dive it back in front of Christopher Pindell. He's got Lancaster. That's the name we haven't had the opportunity to talk about as much as we did last season, but good to see Adam Lancaster running up here in the third spot. Yeah, third spot. iRacing was showing him on fourth, but that's because it hasn't updated the live timing on the iRacing side. But that doesn't matter because Lancaster, like we said, good to see him. Oh, whoa! Can that not net code? But freaking my boy Jeremiah gets sent to the moon and back. Oh, net code. He asked for an EOO.
Yeah, it looks like the 99 of Josh Clemens got a little bit of a bump there from that Twitty machine, but it looks like Travis Twitty just got slowed down there. Josh just was trying to see where Robert Richards was going. Robert Richards just checking up a little bit. Twitty getting bumped from the 05, and then you see where it goes.
I think just a little bit of over ambition on the restart. It happens. I mean, you saw it. I mean, I think it's one of those things. You wait one lap, maybe 2 laps, you might have that pass set back up, and then you don't get yourself in this situation where it's kind of awkward. You wreck the guy that hit you earlier. Now it kind of seems like a retaliation thing, even though it's probably has nothing to do with that. Both of them probably don't even care about what happened on lap 1, 2, whatever it was. But now it's just one of those awkward situations where you got one driver who's probably furious, probably wants to go wring somebody's neck, and then on the other side, you got a driver that's like, well, what was I supposed to do? But at the end of the day, there's that famous saying that not a lot of people like to hear, and it's 2 words. That's racing.
Yes, sir, it is. That is racing. But right now, lap 37, we're going to go ahead and take it to a commercial break.
Wait, stage break's 48, right? I was about to say. Never mind. Sorry. Thought we were about to go to the stage break, Chris.
Yeah,
continue.
We're going to go ahead and go to a side-by-side, bring you to an LNS custom side-by-side. So we'll be right back with the action. And we welcome you back from that LNS custom side-by-side. Looks like we're about to go back green. I see Akamai Proctor over in the YouTube chat. Good to have you over there, man. Good to have you over there. Yeah, it's gonna see if let's see if 971 has anything to say to Jason Collins. It's gonna be very interesting to see how this plays out. We do know that these boys they can be really, really dicey. So going to have to see how they handle it. Jason Collins, though, really talented driver. So is Nate Maurer, like we were saying.
As off of turn 4 here, that 3, the 971 going to be tucked up a little bit better to him. Still, the 3 going to get off to an excellent restart. I love watching the restarts. You really see the front lefts come up off the race car. So much torque in these Xfinity race cars as they're going to get it. Oh, big contact! The 44 Gebhardt, 05 of Jake Hodge, the 20 making contact. They're still wrecking. They're still saving. They're still rolling. Green flag still going. And the 05 almost just made contact with the 44. Woo. This is getting hairy. Here comes the 10 of Jeremiah Hobbs to the outside. 05, big drive into the corner as they are going to be too wide here and still battling up in front of them. Ronnie Shirk now going at the 971 of Nate Maurer. As you see the 94 of Christopher Pendale almost into the wall. They are getting dicey on this restart. 7 laps to go next time by until the stage. Yeah, big drive in from the number 8 here of Lancaster. Sorry, Chris, didn't mean to cut you off, but they're both loose. There goes the 12. He's going to gather back up now. Here comes the 05 on the 12. This 05 of Hodge, man, making up a couple positions here these last couple runs. We know he started in 7th. That's where he qualified. But he's now going to be trying to take that Kellogg's machine and run it to the front as he is trying to get up too wide. And it looks like the slightly dangerous number 12, Toyota, is going to get past him. He's going to Supra past him. Oh, look at that. Big drive in contact. Round goes Gebhardt. Caution going to come out here.
Yes, it looks like that was a big drive-in going on back there.
That was hectic, man.
Yeah, you see Jeremiah Hobbs. Looks like he jumped out of line. Don't know if we'll have to go on board here with Ron Morris Jr. See if
I legitimately want to not make an excuse, but does the 10 hit a bump in corner entry? It looks like the front end maybe gets unsettled, or it's him locking up the front left, just a slight nudge. Maybe it comes off the track and it looks like, I don't know. I really don't know. See how he's just tight. He just drove it in too hard. Gebhardt's bumper got ripped off by that. Come on, man. McKinney didn't even touch him. Get the zip ties ready, boys. It's going back on. Maurer had to ask Collins where the restart line is. He said, I don't want to get a restart violation. So he's it looks like that 971 going to tune it up here. He's going to try to get a better restart on this time. Hopefully that'd be fun to see these boys too wide into the turn. But man, it's just it seems like these last couple laps, that's where the cautions have come in, and this is what happened with us exactly kind of the same way in the Truck Series last night. One caution leads to another caution, leads to another caution. And then before you know it, you've got 48 cautions and there's 2 cars left on the track racing. But nah, that's not going to happen here tonight. We know there's just been some just some racing incidents. I mean, these things happen. Some over-aggressive driving tends to happen when you, especially coming into the new year, these drivers haven't sat in the Xfinity car, raced around each other. And I mean, if I want to make the dad joke, since last year. But, it's been about 2 weeks, almost 3 weeks since, they've been behind the wheel, around each other, driving, competitively, that is, for points, racing for the championship here in the Bluegrass Series. So it looks like Robert Richards just either almost knocked the snot out of Pendale or he was warming up his tire for one swoop. It looks like that's what he was doing again. So, but, it's nice to just see these boys get back into the swing of things. We were talking about it last night in the truck race. It takes a little bit of getting back into it. You're not just going to hop back in the race seat every time. Some days, I will say, there are some days you get in the rig and it feels like you are unstoppable. Every race, every track you're either finishing top 5, you're winning, you're getting something done. And then there's other days where it feels like it's for me. You just get in, and about 5 laps in after killing the car coming out of turn 4, you think, man, why do I even do this anymore? Broadcasting's way more fun. I get to watch awesome guys race while I get to sit here and talk about the awesome racing, and that's what makes it fun. I don't got to be the one that gets mad when I get wrecked. I just get to giggle about it. But either way, they're going to be rolling through turn number 2 here. Pace lights will be off. Looks like Jason Collins is going to go to the line. He has decided to stick with pretty much every restart, that outside lane, as it's going to be Nate Maurer knowing the actual restart zone this time. He's going to know where to restart, so we might see that 971 with a little bit of a better run here with that Simbox machine, but it'd be funny if Jason trolled him and restart a little bit later.
Yeah, as I see Brandon Zimmerman over in the Facebook chat saying, woo, that was close. Typing from his sim rig.
Typing from 7th spot, man.
Jason Collins off to a good jump.
Got a better start from 971, yeah.
971 got a really good jump too, but look at that, Josh. 94 Christopher Bandel. Whoa! Ronnie Shirk leaning all over the 94. What a drive-in.
Driving, man.
What a
Shirk
drive-in.
just had to get elbows out, boy. Whew.
Well,
Yeah, that might be one of those, all right, I just got to resettle, man. That was close. That was close. It looks like he's going to get past the 94. It looks like the 05 of Jake Hodge might take that train effect with him. Contact, no. Whew. Looked like they were going to do it. But here they go into turn 2, or turn 1, excuse me. 05, big loose, still willing it. Kyle Larson style of freaking slide job right there, just loose the whole time. He's going to clear Pindell, but Pindell loose. The 12 loose, the 71 loose. We got one car going through the grass. It's Zimmerman. He's probably typing.
As right now, look at that, Josh. Ronnie Shirk under attack from the 05.
Slide job.
Slide job.
Crossover, here it comes.
Ronnie Shirk going to tuck up.
Oh, he got loose. He just got loose.
Whoa, caution out.
Caution. It might be the Brandon Zimmerman machine. Nope. It was actually thrown by race control. Ooh, you see the tire marks down there. Brandon Zimmerman hit hard to that inside wall.
So, why did they throw it?
We'll figure it out.
Something to do with... Maybe it was a little bit further back that we missed?
I'm pretty sure it had to do with the Brandon Zimmerman wreck. That was the only thing I could think of.
Huh, not really sure, but yeah, you are correct. We are under caution here, so Jason Collins still out in the lead.
Oh, this is going to be stage break. I'm dumb. No, I'm just dumb. I get it. It's the stage break. I guarantee you the caution wasn't even thrown for the wreck. It just all happened in that spot, and we weren't paying attention. We're idiots, man. We're idiots.
I just noticed that. So
how do you think Jason sleeps at night knowing that it's not me and Chris up here? How do you think they sleep at night knowing that we're up here? Goodness gracious, man.
Oh, we've just been having fun up here, guys.
I might have to go to the concession stand and get a burger.
Jason Collins going to be your stage winner. But Nate Maurer is looking like he might try to battle for that race win, Josh.
He is going to contend. Yeah, but we are going to go ahead and bring up that 3 of Jason Collins. Have a word with that 3 machine. Jay Collins, Chris and Josh, sir.
Yeah, what's happening, guys?
Nah, man. Well, we saw you just pick up the stage win there, and gotta say, looking very excellent in the 3 machine tonight. The Bluegrass Reaper, number 3, always doing a great job out there, and gotta be good to be back in the seat first stage win of 2022. How's the 3 machine feeling, and what are we going to do here to fend off from the attack of the 971 and Co behind you?
I'm just going to be patient. If they want to get around me, I'll let them. I'm just trying to save a little bit right now. I've got a long stint ahead of me, so it's all about being patient and stretching it out the best I can. So I'm not going to force anything. If they want to get around me, I'm not going to fight them for it. I'd actually kind of like somebody else to get out and set the pace for a minute and let me kind of chill for a few little laps because I think I'm overdriving just a little bit. I started saving big time there after I got out ahead of second place in the first stage. Once I got out to about a second, I kind of kept it there. I noticed Nate kind of caught up to me, so I started picking the pace back up just to try to keep him, about an 8/10 gap or something. So just going to work on keeping that the same for this stage, see if we can get a good start. If we get a good restart, then fine. If not, then I'll just ride.
All right, yeah, man, we're looking forward to seeing what you got for us in the rest of the race. Jason, congrats on the stage 1 win, man, and we'll let you get back here into your channel, and good luck in the rest of this race and on this restart, man.
All right, appreciate it.
All right, and that was Jason Collins, your stage winner. Looks like he is going to have to restart on this inside lane. Lancaster did undercut the stage by about 3 laps, pitted on lap 45, so he will be starting in that first spot, gain some track position. We'll see if the Lancaster's got still warming up his tires. As green. Outside lane off to a good start, but here comes Jason Collins. We'll see what Jake Hodge has got to say about it on this outside lane.
Whoa, Jason leaning all over him. Whoa, 05 getting loose.
We got another one loose back there. Is that Michael Brisen?
Yeah, it looks like 76 on Michael Brisen getting a little loose. But Jason going to go ahead and clear that 05. You know him seeing them getting a little down there on that quarter panel. You know that 3 machine wanted to get past that 05. Now he's got it. He's going to let Adam Lancaster, like he was saying, set the pace in front of him and just kind of cruise until he comes under attack, and then he's going to have to start getting back on that loud pedal.
Speaking of loud pedal, Chris, at lap 55 here, coming back from the stage break. Oh, I say that, though, Twitty around. We'll see if the caution comes out. He is on the access road. I guess the chicane for the road course here at New Hampshire.
Yeah, it looks like they might keep it green. Twitty just going to stay on that access road.
We'll give it a second here. Make sure we don't get a caution before we go to it. But Lancaster doing an excellent job, Chris. Leading this race. Looks like we are going to stay green. I think Twitty is back on track and up to speed again. Nope. Down pit road. He might be parking it. But speaking of loud pedal, while the drivers get on the loud pedal out of turn 4 and down the front straightaway, we're now going to give you the opportunity to crank those volumes all the way up. If you want to, mute them. I really don't care. That's up to you. But enjoy these beautiful, beautiful sights and sounds here from the virtual New Hampshire Motor Speedway, brought to you by L&S Customs. This is going to be a loud pedal brought to you by L&S Customs here on the Bluegrass channel. Bluegrass faithful, we welcome you back from that LNS Customs loud pedal. And if you saw what we saw, and if you didn't, Chris is going to take you back to the replay here, because man, oh man, I just saw a slide job from the 05 in turn 3, and Jason gave him a number 3 style bump and run. He put that number to good use. Chris, you got the replay ready? Here we go. Look at the 05, big drive in here. Watch, he's going to slide up in front of Jason, and watch the 3. I don't know. It doesn't look as bad there from that angle. As we're going to just old school. Remember, always rewind before you return to Blockbuster. As the 3 going to roll in here, and he just put it into it, man. The 05 lifted, though, on corner exit. I don't know why he lifted so hard and just dropped back, but that's very uncharacteristic from the 3, man. You usually don't see him get hands-on like that until about lap 120 of 121 or lap 121, and he did that on lap 61. That's very, not necessarily uncharacteristic from Jason Collins, but very uncharacteristic in this time. So I guess you could say in the overall run, I was trying to say it was uncharacteristic of him. But, you know, English hard.
Yeah, also under that, we saw Jeremiah Hobbs get a really massive run up to the back bumper of Jason Collins out of nowhere. And look at that. Now he's putting that 3 under attack. You know he's really wearing that equipment out to be making that much time up on Jason, who's kind of just cruising right now. But Nate Maurer now moving his way up into that 3rd spot. Looks like Adam Lancaster having a little bit of an issue coming out of turn 4. Like, not wanting to discount that 10 machine, though. We know Jeremiah Hobbs knows what he's doing behind that wheel. But as I'm saying that, he's having to really will and deal it. You see him having to saw on that wheel, trying to keep her straight. He's really working that car right now. He's probably just trying to get up here and lead a lap so he can get a point.
This is typical Jeremiah Hobbs, man. I love it. Just throwing the kitchen sink at it. That's what I love about him, man. He's one of those drivers, you know, you got your guys that save, you got your guys that go out there and try to run this perfect race. Jeremiah says, move it, get out the way. I'm gassed to the floor, and if you're in my way, you're getting past, buddy. And I don't care if I got to do it sideways, backwards, upside down. That 10 machine always wants to be past you and for that position. He's like me. I think that's why I call him my, like, somewhere down the line, like my cousin or something. You know, he don't know about this. I don't know about it either. I literally just made it up. But, you know, we drive exactly the same. I think that's why I like the 10 of Jeremiah Hobbs.
Yeah, Josh, but if you remember, let's go back in time to last season. Jeremiah Hobbs and Jason Collins had a little bit of a run-in on a wreck. And it really knocked Jason out of competition there for that championship. So wondering if Jason sees that 10 machine in that rear view. Maybe he's having a little flashback of deja vu. Don't know, but that 10 really driving it hard into turn 3. He's going to get up into the wall. That's going to open up the door for Nate Maurer. Yeah, you see that 10 machine really starting to eat that equipment up now.
A reality check, buddy. You can't drive that hard that long. Unfortunate for Jeremiah, he fell off there, but still in second, and still looks like he's recovering. Might have just Darlington striped that car. You know, you used to go up there and hit the freaking guardrail back in the early 60s, or late 60s, early 70s. That's probably what he just did. He said, man, this thing ain't turning. Go up there and knock it into the turn 3 wall. Dang, this thing just got loose, buddy. Look at that. He's going to do it again. Just wants a little bit more turn in.
Yeah, but it does.
That thing just wicked tight, man. He's definitely eating up the right sides. It's not gripping up in that front end. It's where all that tightness is coming from. Understeer. That's all it is.
Right on board here with that 971 and Nate Maurer. Watch that rear end on that 10 machine. You might see him get loose coming out of turn 2. He is really sideways coming out of there. And Nate Maurer almost getting up into the wall. Watch going into turn 3 though. Let's see what that 10's doing. Really sideways there.
Whoa, they might contact. Oh, no, they're not.
Woo, got really close there. Whoa, 971 and 10, no contact.
They were both loose. That was scary.
That's opened up the door for Christopher Pindell, though. He's moving up past that 10. Jeremiah Hobbs all out of sorts here. 94, Christopher Pindell doing.
Bumping down the backstretch.
Looks like they're going to keep it going, though. Looks like they're keeping it clean.
Man, unfortunate for Lancaster. It's like somebody just took a freaking parachute threw it on the back of that car and said, all right, all that progress you had, redo it. It's like Minecraft on hardcore. You die, you just got to start over. That was stupid. I'm just never going to talk again.
Yeah, but right now, Josh, look at this. Nate Maurer slowly reeling in that that 3. Jason Collins. That 971 is on a spirited drive right now, and he's dragging that 94 of Christopher Pendell around. So we'll see if Christopher Pendell can come up here and start mixing it up with the 971. Get up here. Jason Collins knows he's looking up in that rear view now. You can see that gap starting to slowly get, whoa, the 971, big drive in there. Christopher Pendell also getting a little sideways, but he's going to keep it straight, going to keep it going. Oh, Jason Collins getting caught now. You might see.
Now, we might see the widest Chevy Camaro in the state of New Hampshire here in a moment.
Wonder if that front end damage is going to come up into fruition. Or not fruition, poke its ugly head in here later on. You know that 3 is going to have to be watching those temp gauges from that little bit of bump that he gave that 05. Whoa, a little bit of looseness from the 05, the 3.
He's blocking.
He's going to open up the door for the 971, but like you said, Josh, blocking is that 3 machine.
I mean, he's driving it in the middle. Jason hasn't been driving in the middle of the corner all race. I mean, he's been running that out. I mean, he has, but he's taken up all that available track, and there it comes. Just does not have the equipment at this stage of the race to do it. 971 is going to be too wide. He's going to get battled back here. The 3 going to get as much elbow out as he can here. He's going to make it difficult on Maurer. These two are very, very competitive with each other. They're not going to take it easy on either one. Look at this, man. This is an excellent show. And even Christopher Pendell, man, he's able to get himself up into this. He's hoping, hey, these boys can make a little bit of contact. I would not be mad right now. And he's using that apron line that you love so dearly, Chris. Yeah. He's got himself a good little run off of 4.
Yeah, that apron line coming out of 3 into 4.
Look at this freaking battle, man. Too wide still.
971 and Nate Maurer still battling on the inside there of the 3 of Jason Collins. You see, you don't really want to see him lean too much. We've seen that that net code really showing its head here tonight. Jason Collins, though, with a really good drive into 3, but Nate Maurer with a better drive in. But let's see how the drive out is going to be. Nate Maurer looks like he's got the momentum.
Oh, my. Man, this is awesome. This is freaking awesome. This looks like legit late model short track racing, man. 2 wide, inside, outside, both dominant, both working, both sticking nose to nose. I say that, though. Slide job clear. 971 to the lead. And what an excellent 3-lap race right there. I got to say. What an awesome job from those 2 drivers. And as I say that, though, that's allowed Hobbs and Pendell to stick their little heads in this battle and say, hey, you want a piece of that? I'm going to get a piece of that, too. I'm coming up here to try to get that lead as well.
94 a little bit loose. Tuck it up to the quarter panel. Whoa! Big check up there from the 971. The 3 getting into the back bumper of the 971. Christopher Pendell having to get it checked up there. Whoa, sorry. Just got really excited. Oh, my goodness. A lot of craziness going on there. Looks like the 971 just got checked up going into turn 1. Jason Collins had to get it checked up as well. Whew.
I don't even think Jason was done saving it after he hit Maurer, and he was already keying up. Sorry, man, sorry. But Maurer's going to dig away. He's going to try to make what he can out of this 2-wide racing behind him. He knows he's got about a 2-lap, 3-lap window at max with the way Collins is defending right now on that outside lane. I would almost say he's very Kimi Räikkönen on that outside lane, making it work. I say that, though, the 94 going to slide his way past, and the 10 going to go with him. But the 3, no, he's not. He's not going to slide his way past. The 971 might be losing a little bit of speed here, Chris.
Yeah, the 971 might have a little bit of a aero disadvantage here with that big. Looks like he backed it into a telephone pole. But the 94 Christopher Pendell looks like he's trying to look on that inside. Oh my goodness, that back end of that car is completely gone.
Well, a telephone pole and Jason Collins is the same thing, and that is what hit the 971.
94 though attacking that 971. Christopher Pendell looking to make a move. Trying to get that lead.
Never give up. Never give up. Go, 94. Go, go, go. That's what his back bumper says. There it is. There it is. There it is. No,
Good
it's
drive
not.
out. Good drive out from the 971, though.
I thought he had it, man. I thought he had it. Let's see if he uses the apron here as well. 971 pitting, 971 pitting.
Oh, maybe got a little too further than he wanted to be. See the 15 there. Joshua McKinney going another lap down. He is not fighting for position. He is currently going another lap down, but the 971 should be coming down pit lane this time. But with that little bit of call out, that could open up the door for everybody else maybe wanting to come down pit lane. So let's see if the 94 Christopher Pendel, who has taken over the lead, Jason Collins with a really big drive in there. Yeah, you see the 971 getting ready to pull her down pit lane. Might see him stay down pit lane for just a couple of seconds longer, maybe get a little bit of that rear end damage fixed, because that might be what killed that momentum for that 971 is that damage. Right now, Jason Collins falling off to about a 7/10 gap, excuse me, to that Christopher Pendel machine. Now it's a second gap. So Jason Collins slowly falling off from that 94. Wonder when he'll go ahead and pull that trigger, come down pit lane. Now he's got 2 front end damage incidents on that front bumper. Maybe need to see him come down pit lane, take a little bit of damage repair, as it looks like Nate Maurer coming back out right now decided not to take that damage repair. Gonna go a lap down though, but you should see these drivers come down pit lane here any moment now. The 971 gonna pull out in front of that Jason Collins machine.
3 this time.
See there the 12. Robert Richards gonna also be coming down pit lane. So right now, Jason Collins, Robert Richards, looks like Brandon Zimmerman is also in the pit road. So Brad Gebhardt going to stay out. Ronnie Shirt going to assume that second place position. But Christopher Pendel wondering when he's going to go ahead and pull it down. Nate Maurer will get that lap back once that 94 decides to come down pit lane. So we'll see how long it takes him to go ahead and pull that pit lane trigger. See the 971 on those pressure tires, able to get a little bit of a better run out of that turn 4. The 94 having to slow up a little bit. It's having on the older tires, having to really work it. 971 going to go ahead and get his lap back the old-fashioned way. The 10 of Jeremiah Hobbs also going to drive it in behind him. So Ronnie Shirt coming down pit lane. Brad Gebhardt also down pit lane. So Nate Maurer is currently sitting in that 4th spot. He's got that Jeremiah Hobbs machine all over that back bumper. So this would be a fight for that 4th and 5th position. They will end up passing Ronnie Shirt and Brad Gebhardt here in pit lane. So they will assume that pit lane. 94 coming down pit lane now. So Nate Maurer going to assume the lead. Jeremiah Hobbs going to be in that second position.
Good spot. There goes the 8 of Adam Lancaster. A lot of smoke on pit road.
Christopher Pendel currently still sitting down on pit lane. So Nate Maurer going to get around him. Assume that lead. Going into turn 1, you see Christopher Pendel on his way out right now. So he's going to be in that 3rd position until Jason Collins catches him, which should be here in just 1 second.
No, he's going to get out in front of him.
So Christopher Pendel going to pull out in front of that 3 of Jason Collins in that 4th position. So a little bit of pressure tires in front of him. You're going to wonder how that's going to come into play. If Jason Collins is going to go on a conserve mode, maybe hope for a caution here at lap 91. You know, you're hoping for a caution. We've only got 30 more laps left. Look at that. Jeremiah Hobbs, though, all over the back bumper of that 971. Maybe heating that equipment up a little early right now. Whoa, getting into the wall there. Looks like Jeremiah Hobbs is actually fallen off just a little bit from that 971, but Christopher Pendel still got that 3 behind him, but you see that little bit of a gap hasn't really closed up any, so maybe Jason Collins just kind of going on a cruise ride, not really wanting to push the tires that much, let the guys in front of him sit there and battle. He knows that Jeremiah and Nate are probably right next to each other, so they're going to be battling it out. He might just kind of go on like just a cruise line and let that 94 pull him along.
Yeah, I mean, but Jason Collins is running out of time, man. I mean, it's one of those things he's going to have to work to try to get himself. He's only 2 seconds back from Maurer and Hobbs, but just going to have to work, man. No, he's 3 seconds back from Maurer and Hobbs, excuse me.
Yeah, so Nate Maurer, he's still got that 10 machine breathing down his neck, though. Jeremiah Hobbs in a really good position right now. Like we said, one of those drivers that we know once he gets out there on the track, he can really put it down, really show you that he knows what he's doing. But as I say that, looks like he's falling off a lot coming out of turn 4.
Yeah, Jeremiah's had a... Oh, my goodness. Jeremiah's had a good run, set himself up good on the pit strategy. Just, fortunately, man, once it starts to get in and wearing the tires in, it looks like he starts to become a little bit uncomfortable towards the later run. But he's looked good so far tonight, man. Got a damaged race car and still doing an excellent job. I mean, he could get a podium out of this, but he's going to have to race these boys around him hard.
Yeah, but look at that. Now he's coming under attack by that 94, Christopher Pendel. So we'll see how long that Pendel decides to wait before he makes that move on the 10. Looks like he might be trying to set him up here going into turn 3. He's going to take that inside lane. He's got the preferred lane going out of turn 4. We do know, like Josh said, I like it whenever the drivers take below the yellow line. I don't know how Bluegrass reacts to it this season. I know last season that's how I figured it out. I was actually watching Alex Huffman do it here. So took that line to a third place finish here in the truck series. So, you know, hey, couldn't really complain about it, but haven't really seen that line used too much. So wonder if Bluegrass put a no-go to it, as you see right now. Christopher Pendel going ahead and going around that 10 of Jeremiah Hobbs. Looks like that equipment's really starting to get eaten up there from that 10. Now Jason Collins all over the back bumper of that Jeremiah Hobbs machine.
Yeah, the 10 looks like he's starting to fall off a little bit here as he's starting to come under attack to Jason Collins. He's trying to get himself back on the podium and make up for what has been a kind of lackluster second stage, man. I mean, he still led a good ton of laps. I mean, but he's just got a damaged race car, man. Some unfortunate contact that probably shouldn't have happened that happened. And, whoa. He almost just wrecked that lap car.
Yeah, I don't think he the 71 of Michael Brizan was anywhere near him, so I don't think he was actually anywhere.
He's gonna give it to Jason.
Whoa, he's gonna get into the wall as he's giving it up. Yeah, Jason Collins gonna go ahead and assume that third place position. Nate Maurer doing a really good job taking a commanding lead over that 94 of Christopher Pendel, but like we said, Pendel starting to slowly reel it in Ronnie Shirk style. Somebody that we haven't really talked about a lot tonight is that 51 of Ronnie Shirk. He's got the 44 Brad Gebhardt all over his back bumper. So we're wondering if maybe there's a little bit of a teammate push going on here. We know they're both on the same team, so you know he's not going to really race him too hard. Bluegrass Reapers boys doing a really good job out here, holding down the top 10. They've got 3 teammates in the top 10. Jason Collins trying to now catch up to that Christopher Pendel machine, though. That is his sight to see right now. Nate Maurer looks like he's really starting to lose a lot of speed. Now Nate Maurer down to about a 6-10 second gap to that 94. So, yeah, starting to slowly lose that pace.
Yeah, that 971 may be starting to regain a little bit of his. He's running about a 10th slower that last lap, but it looks like Pendel's just really starting to gain on him. Those 4-lap pressure tires that he had, 85 to 89, is the tire difference on pit road. So, You see, just those little bit of laps can come back to give you a big advantage in this late run here.
Yeah, but wondering if they've got the fuel to make it to the end. I don't think they do, Josh. I think we're going to see these boys come down one more time. If I'm doing my math right here, they've been coming down at least every 25 to 30 laps. We've got 20 laps to go. Whoa, Jason Collins getting loose, going down into the grass.
What a save! What a save! What a save! What a save, Jason! Holy crap, man! Woo! Holy macro! That'll make you grow some chest hair.
Yeah, see him coming out of turn one. It looks like it just gets a little loose on him, but he gets down into the grass, snatches it, gets it onto the access road.
Winner, baby! Hey, enter, Jason! Yes, sir! What a wheel man, dude! What a freaking wheel man! Somebody sign this boy up for some rally.
Yeah, the three of Jason Collins doing his best Ken Block impersonation, or whoever you're. Whoa!
Whoa!
And I say that.
Caution,
Looks like
caution,
we did it, Hobbs.
Caution! Caution!
Looks like
there
coming
is
out
your
of
deciding factor in this race.
Yeah, so we saw it. Looks like maybe the 10 of Jeremiah Hobbs and the 12 getting a little bit of contact. Whoa! Whoa!
Why are they still going so fast, man?
We'll go back here to that Robert Richards crash. See what happened. Definitely leaning all over each other. It looks like maybe, oh, you see the 10 getting a little loose there. Go back on board here. You see him getting up really to the top of the track, and then, yeah, that little bit of a snap, that little bit of just a looseness, that little bit of a snap is what got him, and it's sitting around that Robert Richards machine. So looks like that would just be deemed a racing incident. Doesn't look like he did anything nefarious. Just the 10 getting a little loose coming out of corner exit. Right now, we've got everybody coming down pit lane. This should be that last pit stop I was talking about, Josh. Nate Maurer.
Oh, it will be.
Spindell coming down pit lane now. See who comes out first. Whoa, the 94 missing his pit lane.
That's big time loss right there.
Yeah, we'll see who gets out first. Looks like the 51 of Ronnie Shirk getting out.
Shirk had to take 2 tires.
Ronnie Shirk getting out.
Shirk took 2 tires here. Might not be racing for the win here with those 2 tires, but Shirk's trying to get himself a good finish here.
Yeah, see Akamai over in the YouTube chat saying, "What a save!" I know, man. That was definitely one of those saves. It was just woo. We're gonna actually go back and watch it again.
That was awesome.
As soon as I can find it. Coming out, like we said, you see him getting out of the corner, getting it sideways, and getting into the dirt. Then you see him get this really big jump right here. Whoop! But he gets it back on the track.
Never got out of it, man. Jason said, "If I'm going down with the ship, son. We're riding this puppy out."
Yeah, Akamai in the YouTube chat saying, "I heard he signed up for the Dirt League and wanted practice." Brad.
I think Brad said he just lost something on his PC. I think his monitors just went out. He's back. Welcome back, Brad Gebhardt. He just wanted to go wave at those fans. I heard his best friend was sitting right there behind those tires, and he was gonna go wave at him. Sign some autographs right there during the race. He just wanted to get the fans, closer to the cars. Let them take some pictures. Perfect stop. Perfect stop.
He's going to have to get caught up here, though. I wonder if they'll extend the caution out.
Should be fine.
Yeah, there he is. So good. Glad to have Brad Gebhardt back. That would have been very unfortunate if I mean I've had definitely a lot of sim issues like that, in
He
the
said
middle
he
of
black screened, and
Yeah.
I have black screened multiple times. It's weird.
I had that happen in a 24-hour race on me one time in the middle of a really bad turn. Green though.
Green. Maybe what, a
14
lap sprint? 13 lap sprint now? 12 lap? I don't know. I'm horrible at math. But the 971 to the inside here.
Yeah, we see, whoa, a little bit of looseness there from 971. Nate Maurer getting a little bit out of sorts there, but he's going to get it situated back in front of that 3 of Jason Collins. And see if Jason Collins slows it up just a little bit. The 76 also having to get her slowed up. Ron Morris Jr., a driver we haven't really talked about that much tonight. Roddy Shirk, though, out to a commanding lead, trying to get as much time as he can between these boys.
Look at that drop they're going to be battling. 971 stepped on the gas halfway through the corner, really lit up the rear tires, and whoa, big wobble from the 76 Junior as he's going to gather it back up. But Chris, one car behind Jason Collins is that 05 of Jake Hodge. You think we see any type of retaliation to the league owner?
Not really sure. Don't know if I would. I don't think you would, but I mean, that was a really, really, really big slide job. So I think if I was in that position, I was in that seat, I would be like, okay, that was kind of my fault. Whoa, the 971 getting really loose behind with that 94 Christopher Pendell.
Love how saying the league owner over the 05 said like that. That was kind of disrespectful, Are you really gonna wreck the league owner? Heck yeah, I'll wreck you, Jason. Sign me up. Somebody pay me $50. I'll go out there and wreck Jason Collins for you. And he's gonna slide jump, Nate.
Whoa! Looks like we had a little bit of contact, but they're not gonna really have anything happen there. Whoa! Everybody getting loose coming out of turn 3.
Not a single word exchange between them. That's usually not good.
Yeah, that's not a good sign. But the 51 of Roddy Shirk.
Did he just give it back to him? No, he didn't. He just washed up high.
Right now, wondering, we've got 9 laps to go. Wondering if that 94 Christopher Pendell going to make a move on that 51 of Roddy Shirk. Like you said, Josh, only taking 2 tires, that 51. Whoa, the 8 around Lancaster around.
Not going to get a green, white, checkered, but we're going to get a sprint to the end here, about 5 laps, 4-lap sprint.
What looks like
the 8 got checked up on the back of the 76 or Ron Morris Jr. And the 20, I mean, he got checked up, but the 20 probably just wasn't really paying as much of attention necessarily to how the 8's momentum was rolling. Probably was in that, like, all right, I'm finding my apex, finding whatever to get the drive out. Didn't realize the 8 was that slow. And he even said, I didn't realize you checked up that fast. That I'm sorry, man. It was just one of those things. Zimmerman was probably worrying about his own race there. And then next thing you know, when you get tunnel vision back out of making the corner, you look up, you're in the back bumper of a car, and oops.
Well, I can say, in the defense of that Zimmerman machine, I have had those moments where I've had really bad tunnel vision, and I stopped paying attention to what I should be paying attention to. And I do get in, I'd get into situations where even with you, Josh, I'd bump you out of the way and go, whoops. Not even paying attention to things that
you haven't bumped me out of the way. You flat out wrecked me out of the way. I know we've talked about this before in previous broadcasts. Me and Chris racing around each other, horrible idea. Horrible idea.
Yeah, it really is.
You know, like the two brother being competitive kind of, thing. Yeah, that is me and Chris, and nothing are being competitive towards each other. But when it comes to iRacing or any type of video game or something like that, especially iRacing, me and Chris don't give each other an inch, man. Not an inch. And he has wrecked me multiple times. I've wrecked him multiple times. So we just decided not to race each other.
That's how we settled to not fighting with each other anymore.
It's better for the field and our own personal relationship to just not race each other. We can spot each other, but even then we still get into it. I say he should be driving it this way. He tells me that I'm an idiot. Next thing you know, I'm behind him, putting him in a chokehold, and he's wrecking in turn 3 wall. I mean, it just happens. If you don't have family and you don't know what it's like, I mean, you're lucky, I guess, but I mean, it happens. But back here under caution, we're rolling. Got about 5 laps until the checkered flag. We should get back to double file this next time by, and that should give us a 4-lap shootout to the checkered flag. Granted, sorry about that, was listening to race control. And we will have a good little 4-lap shootout, but bearing we don't have any more cautions, we can see somebody win here tonight that maybe we weren't expecting. We got Christopher Pindell, who's just kind of sprung out of nowhere here at the last part of the race. Ronnie Shirk as well, taking 2 tires on that last pit stop under caution. You're going to see him get stacked back up here. Nate Maurer, Jason Collins going to be able to go back at it again. You got Jake Hodge, Brad Gebhardt. Realistically, this is anybody's race, but it all comes down if they even make it out of turn 2 here on this restart. Shoot, if they even make it into turn 1. But, with all that being said, down the back straightaway, or what could be the final time under caution behind the iRacing pace car that was debuted last year, that is. Beautiful car out there, bringing even more beautiful cars that iRacing has given us, these Xfinity cars, around. We're going to see who can get it done here, maybe possibly for the last time here tonight at Loudon. Will we have a green-white checkered, or will we go green for the rest of the race? Green flag is out. Shirk moving, 94, good restart as well. The 971 of Nate Maurer going to be on that outside lane. We'll see the 94, big drive in. Will those 2 tires come back to bite that 51 in the rear end? As we're going to see Big driving through the corner, single file in that middle lane. As we might see him open up here. The 05 might make the move. He's behind Jason Collins now.
Jason making that block. Let's see if the 51, he's going to have to go on a really big defense mode. The 3 getting contact, 94 contact.
Oh, come on. Maurer wrecked, the 05 wrecked, the 8 wrecked. Hobbs going to make it through. Looks like Brizen back on the lead lap, going to make it through, but
looks like the 971 taking a really big brunt of that. Jason Collins, oh, he's blown up. Unfortunate for that Jason Collins machine. We're going to go back on that yellow flag, see what started all of this. See Jason Collins doing that really big move down there to the inside. Looks like as he's going down there, though, he tightens up, gets into the quarter panel of the 94, Christopher Pindell. Yeah, you see that little bit of a bump there. That's what sent him around. And then that crazy kicker that iRacing has somehow started, putting into these things, kicks the 94 around. The 3 trying to save it, gets into the 971. The 971 going to get sent up into the wall, up in the air, all 4 tires off the ground. 05 getting into it. The 44 Brad Gebhardt getting into the 8 of Adam Lancaster. Looks like Brad Gebhardt getting hit a couple more times from the 8 of Adam Lancaster. Jeremiah Hobbs, though, riding right in the middle of all of that. That's unfortunate, man.
They're going to penalize the 94 for that. They said he turned down onto the 3. I usually have a say in Rex, but I'm just gonna keep my my big old mouth closed on this one. Not because I have an opinion towards either other driver, just because I don't know how to call it.
Yeah, it looks like right there.
I don't want nobody to think that I was over there hitting that I, thought either other driver was at fault, but that was just racing to me, man. And I don't know. As much as I want to say, I feel like, yes, the 94, I mean, look where he's at here. In this image, you would probably say, oh, yeah, 100%. The 94 did drive down the racetrack, but the 3 did drive up the racetrack. I mean, they're both fighting for that same position. Do I think necessarily one of the other was either at fault?
Yeah, it looks like. I mean, it looks like to me it's a racing incident. That just looks like they're going for the same ground at the same time and just happen to be.
I don't know, right there, that view right there does make it look like the 94 did maybe turn down a little bit more than he should have. Because look at the car behind him. I mean, the car behind him is, you see Maurer here. He doesn't go down that far. But he still gets caught up in it. And those Goodyear Eagles are bouncing like a basketball.
Whew. Yeah, so that's one of those things. I'm just going to chalk it up to a good old racing incident.
Yeah, I'm going to say the same thing.
It's just going for that same ground, same, it's one of those things. You've got 4 laps to go, 5 laps to go. You're digging for that win, trying to make up as much room as you can. You saw the 05 really all over the back bumper of Jason. He did drive it in really hard into the corner, but you did see the 94 also come down into that same place. So it's like we said, just going for that same real estate, really. Just a racing incident, but,
that part of the track, that part of the track was like a very nice foreclosed house because everybody was going for that real estate, Chris. I'm just going to shut up.
Right now, Ronnie Shirt with those 2 tire strategy. Is he going to have enough to hold that 05 and Jake Hodge off?
Who is not afraid to slide job, my friends.
51 off to a good jump. Jake Hodge not getting off to a really good jump. He's going to have to tuck in behind the 51. Maybe Ronnie Shirt, who hasn't really been, whoa, the 05 really driving it in there. He's going to have to keep it off of the quarter panel. Whoa, it looks like somebody around.
Michael Brisden was off to the bottom of the track, but we're going to stay green. Loose, 05, big driving. 51's going to come back under him here.
Really good driving from the 51. White flag this time. This race is official. Let's see if the 51 has what it takes to hold off the 05. Or the 05 looks like he had a really big drive into it.
He might lose that spot to Jeremiah Hobbs here. You can see how I say that, but Hobbs might lose the spot now to Robert Richards. Oh!
We're beating. We're banging. It's a drag race. It's a drag race. It's going to be the 51 Ronnie Shirt. Ronnie Shirt takes home the win. Woo!
What the heck, man? What the heck, man? Oh my God. That is the definition of net code giveth, net code taketh. The 51 picking up the win. What a finish, man. I think if they don't make contact, honestly, I think the 05 going up to maybe take the door draft, doing, as I like to call it, a little bit of the Ryan Blaney, might have, unless that was him that went up. Did he move up or did the 51 move down a little bit? Not sure. Either way, look at that freaking finish, man. You know what that interval was, Chris?
What was that interval, Josh?
2 1/1000ths of a second.
Oh my goodness. Ronnie Shirt burning it down right now. I would be after that.
Well deserved. He said, I hate this car. I hate this track. I hate everything right now. I'm loving it. That's usually what it looks like when I'm done in a practice session after spinning out every freaking 5 laps, and I'm just mad and over it and about to alt F4, but that man just won the race. He said, nobody's checking this chassis. We ain't. As you see your post-race results up on screen. Ronnie Shirk in P1 with Jake Hodge finishing in P2. Then it is going to be Jeremiah Hobbs picking up P3. Robert Richards is P4. Christopher Pindell P5 with Brad Gebhart P6. Ron Morse. Oh, you can go ahead and take the stage or the result.
Yeah,
Chris, sorry. My live timing messes up for some reason.
It seems like Josh's live timing is messed up, so I'll go ahead and do it. It looks like Ronnie Shirk going to take the win there, as you saw him just inching out Jake Hodge. Jeremiah Hobbs going to be in third. Christopher Pindell in fourth. Brad Gebhart in fifth. Ron Morse Jr. going to be in sixth. Good run from Ron Morse Jr. Seventh going to go to Michael Brisen. Brandon Zimmerman going to be in eighth. Joshua McKinney going to be in ninth. Adam Lancaster rounding out your top 10. Robert Richards in 11th. Jason Collins going to be in 12th. Nate Maurer 13th. Joshua Clemens going to be in 14th. Travis Twitty going to be in 15th. And that's going to round out your field.
All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and bring up that 51 of Ronnie Shirk. Jake, if you are watching the stream, buddy, or if, I know, Jones, sometimes we see some of our race control. If you could let that 05 of Jake Hodge know if he does want to interview. If not, it is fine. But you're more than welcome to join the staging area, buddy, and we will get an interview with that 05, hopefully. But either way, going to go ahead and bring up our race winner, that 51 of Ronnie Shirk. Have a word with the Shirk on the lurk, see what he's got to say about tonight. Ronnie Shirk, Chris, and Josh up here in the booth. Do you have a copy, sir?
What's going on, guys?
Man, what's going on is what we got to ask you. That is one hell of a race right there, man. At the end, I mean, you come down to literally nose hairs away from losing that race. I mean, 2 1,000ths of a second at the finish right there with that 05 of Jake Hodge. Ronnie, what an excellent race, man. And it all started with that 2-tire strategy you took on pit road. Take us through that last little bit of a stage right there. It seemed like, throughout the race, Ronnie, you had the speed, but you just weren't really cashing in on it yet. And then there at the end, it was like the Money in the Bank ladder match. You pulled that briefcase down. You were ready to cash in. You took home the race win tonight.
Yeah, I tried some strategies all throughout the damn race, and the first 12, I think it was lap 12, I pitted, and I was going to try to stretch it out for the first stage and take that, but he got that caution and then bundled us all back up, and I took tires and finished, I forget where I finished in the stage, but then once we got going for the second stage, I was just a sitting duck. I was just running some laps, and then finally we got that caution, and then I had a last minute deal where I clicked off the left side tires and took 2, and I was like, man, this has to do it. And then finally we got some cautions that played out in my way, and everybody was wrecking behind me, and then me and the 05 put on one hell of a show.
Oh yeah.
The last 2 laps, and he tried to pull a crossover on me, and I got him back on it, and we went down to the start finish, and I didn't know it was that close, but damn.
Man, it was tight. I mean, coming off the corner, man, I'm surprised you didn't get that weird netcode hop. I mean, you guys were literally touching quarter panels. It was in the in what they say, beating, banging, leaning. You guys took all those, and if there was a definition for them, that would be the definition. That was awesome, Ronnie. That was excellent freaking racing from you and Jake. We haven't really got to see that much in the Xfinity series like that so far, and man, you guys just put on probably one of the best shows to date right there on that last lap. One of the best finishes that we've got to see in the Bluegrass Xfinity series, probably the whole damn show since we've started. That was a great finish, man. And I got to say, we're watching it back here. I know you can't personally see it, but man, it was just so darn close. And we were freaking out. We were so quiet that last lap. It was just like it was art being formed in front of us. It was so awesome, man. It was just a beautiful race. And Ronnie, I got to say to you again, stop talking your ears off. Big congratulations, man. And hey, if you've got any final words, thoughts, shout outs, anything you want to say before you get out of the Bluegrass booth, you're more than welcome to go ahead and throw them out there, man. And again, congratulations on P1 here tonight at Loudon.
Thank you. Yeah, we're trying to build this Xfinity series up. I just put on a show, guys. You want to join me? Come on, let's go. Let's this we had what 19 cars, I think. I don't know what it was, but we need to get this car count up. And if you're interested in joining this league, hit up Jason. He puts on a good deal for all of us to race here on Tuesday nights, Monday nights, and Wednesday nights. But first, I want to thank rims1online.com for sponsoring Kinder Performance Group. If you're in the market for a champ cart or there's something else getting ready to come out, but hit up John Kinder. He's got a lot of stuff to put out there. And who else we got? I think D&Q. We got that race coming up. I'm starting the season starting January 23rd at the D&Q series. We're starting at Millbridge. So we're going to give a full run there for a full season and see if we can get a championship there as well. Trying to get Jason to get me some stickers so we can put on the card as well, so get the name out. But that's all I got, man.
Heck yeah, man. Again, congratulations, Ronnie. It's been awesome watching you just tear through the field tonight, man. You know, you were, like you said, so many multiple lines, but in the end, the experience came to show. And Ronnie, it's always a pleasure to have you up here in the booth, talk with you, pick your brain for a minute. And again, congratulations, buddy, and Happy New Year's. And hopefully we'll be talking to you here soon.
All right, thank you, guys.
All right, and that was Ronnie Shirt. Going to go ahead and bring up that 05 Jake Hodge machine. Have a word with him. Jake Hodge, Chris, and Josh up here in the booth. You got a copy, sir?
Yeah, I got you.
Hey, man. Well, hey, that was an awesome race we saw tonight from the 05 machine. Just got to say, we saw a little bit of bumping. We saw a little bit of banging. We saw it all here tonight, and it seemed like you were just on all ends of it. We saw some great passing, great racing, and got to say, no, it's on the on everybody's mind right now, that finish. What an awesome freaking finish, Jake. And just got to say, you know, from the crossover attempt coming into one, getting you back down the back straightaway and throwing it into turn 3 all the way to the finish line. That was probably, like I just told Ronnie, one of the best battles we've got to witness here in a while, if not that me and Chris have gotten to see in Bluegrass since me and him have been on board. So great finish tonight to the race, man. And just got to, you know, just get your, you know, your opinion on, you know, earlier stages and just how you felt the race was going for you. And if you think, you know, maybe some earlier damage or nothing like that would have, you know, taken your, you know, or come your way, do you think the, you know, outcome of the race could have been a little bit different here tonight?
Yeah, I think I just got the wrong side of a few things early and received some incident points that I didn't think I deserved. And that was, you know, it's just part of it. This track's flat. You slide. There's really no way to stop your momentum once you start sliding. But, you know, I feel like if we didn't have a pass-through penalty there, I don't remember what lap that was, but we had a pass-through for too many incident points. And then, you know, I'd like to see where that would have put me. But no, going into that last lap, I feel like hindsight's always 20/20. But if I would have rolled the top like we normally did, I think I'd had enough momentum to pull it off and keep it off. But, you know, it was cool. Ronnie did an awesome job. He had a little bit more momentum, and we touched coming out of 4, and that just killed whatever I had left, and he earned it. You know, he did a great job, and he ran a great race.
Hey, you boys both ran one hell of a race, man. It was awesome seeing you guys get out there, elbows out. I mean, that's one of those finishes right there you think about for the next couple hours, maybe take it into the next day. I mean, it racks your mind. I mean, that's what it's all about, man. Just that exhilarating feel, that awesomeness of just hopping in the sim and getting a great finish. You know, I'm pretty sure all the fans at home, man, watching tonight really enjoyed that, because me and Chris up here in the booth was very, very thrilled to see that finish. It was just a great show that you guys put on, and all the drivers out there tonight, man, y'all did an excellent job yourself as well, Jake. All the stuff you had to you know, overcome here tonight, you know, the penalties, the incident points, the accidents, everything. You know, hey, congratulations on that second place. Almost got to feel like a win at that point. But Jake, if you've got any final words, thoughts, shout outs, anything you want to let go before you you know, hop out of the booth here tonight, buddy, you're more than welcome to throw them out there, and we'll let you get on your way.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I was just getting over Pocono when this happened. We watched that race too, and it's just tight racing. You know, these guys are fast, and you know, if you look at iRating and all that good stuff, I probably don't belong in here, but you know, I try to mix it up, and Gebhardt and I run together quite a bit. So big thanks to him, and his mom spots for us quite often. So big shout out to Jacqueline and my old lady for not killing me for doing this.
Yeah, I think that's the thing right there. The old lady, man, always wanting to get on everybody right there. But hey, happy wife, happy life. You know what they say. But either way, Jake, we'll let you get out of here, buddy. And again, congratulations on that second place, man. And hopefully we'll be seeing you next week.
Hey guys, appreciate it. Good job to you guys. You guys do a great job, and thanks to Jason and everybody, and Brian takes care of this deal. It's always fun.
Yes, sir. Thank you, man. You have a good night. All right, and that was Jake Hobbs. Going to go ahead and bring in our third place finisher, Jeremiah Hobbs. Jeremiah Hobbs, you're back in the booth, not to call the race, but to talk about it. How you doing, buddy? Oh, no, don't please tell me I did that great intro for him not to answer me. Should I start calling him on Discord? That's how I get everybody's annoying attention. Oh, he left. No. I wonder if his mic's not working. Just give us about a few seconds here. Let's see if Jeremiah does hop back in.
Yeah, Jeremiah might be having a little bit of mic issue. See him pop back into the staging area. See if we can get him now.
You there, Jeremiah? Copy.
Yep, I got you.
Oh, my goodness, man. I was about to have to come wring your neck. You know what I was saying, though, man? Good to have you back up here in the booth, Jeremiah. Man, what a race. It seemed like everybody had a little bit of trouble out there tonight, but a third place finish, man, leading some laps here, getting some points some solid points on the the championship board here tonight. Jeremiah, take us through that last little bit right there of the race. You had a front row seat for that awesome finish, and just exciting race from our perspective, man. Take us through that early stage and all the what's the word I'm looking for? All the troubles you had to overcome, to get through this race here tonight.
Yeah, great finish, third. We'll take it. Definitely got to say, not a very good race, very poor executed in my part. I was the one-man show here for Empire, so I had to kind of try and get the job done early in the race. Felt like I automatically knew how this race was going to go, was kind of just pick your fights, and so in the beginning stages kind of took my time, and then roughly about halfway through, before we made our first pit stop, the car just started flying, and I just started picking people off, and so had a good late run car, but short run was kind of the weakness, so those restarts made it a little tricky. People getting loose out of two a lot of the time, people kind of just meeting together in the middle of the corners, so it was kind of a tough race tonight, but happy to bring home P3. That last lap battle, that was one hell of a finish right there, but I think if I maybe could have got like 3 more laps, I would have started absolutely flying this 10 machine Hoosier Racing tire Chevy Camaro. It had a long run speed, but we just couldn't get the right timing tonight.
Oh yeah, it seemed like it, man. Even with the damage, even with all the adversity you overcame, I mean, Jeremiah, you looked wicked fast tonight, man, and it seems like we were talking about it early in the broadcast, how it seems like you haven't really been able to necessarily get your feet wet or get necessarily comfortable with the race car or the chassis, it seems, so far through the season.
And I took that personally.
You did, and I got to say, after tonight, you've changed my mentality on that, and you're going to keep it going forward. I'm going to be like your just let me be your agent, okay? That's all I'm trying to say, Jeremiah. You're like, I'm your biggest fan, okay? But,
right.
Just messing with you, buddy. But it's been a minute. We haven't got to talk with each other. But Jeremiah, I just got to say, big congratulations again, man. And the usual. If you've got any final thoughts, words, shout outs, anything before we let you get going here tonight, buddy, go ahead and throw them out there. We'll let you get going.
Yeah, just big shout out to Empire, of course. Me spotting and crew chiefing for Michael every Monday for the truck series. We'll be excited to bring him up in Xfinity. He's the talent that I think can really broaden this league up a little bit. But overall, solid night. Thanks, Bluegrass, of course, of everything. It was kind of sucked having this break, but it was nice to come back and get a little adrenaline pumping tonight. But other than that, good race. Thank you guys for, of course, doing this broadcast every week. Can't say it enough. Words don't describe that for you, Jason, and even Brian Terry doing race control tonight. For you guys do it, and means a lot. So we go to Wilkesboro next week. That's going to be interesting. So hope we catch y'all there, and hopefully I can talk to you guys again.
Heck yeah, we know Wilkesboro is going to be a show, man. But hey, again, congratulations tonight, Jeremiah, and we'll hopefully be talking to you again next week. Happy New Year's, buddy, and enjoy the rest of your night, man.
Yeah, Happy New Year's. Thank you guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you, buddy. All right, and that was Jeremiah Hobbs. Well, Chris, per usual, if you've got anything before we let the fans go here tonight from this awesome race here in the Xfinity cars at Loudon, you're more than welcome to throw them out there, and we'll get the fans going.
Yeah, just, a big shout out to everybody out there on the Facebook, on the YouTube page tonight. A really awesome race. We were, we didn't have, we only had 15 cars here, but hey, it doesn't really matter when it comes down to it. Racing, you can, as long as you got 4 cars, you can still have a good race. So, it all comes down to, it was a really good race, and that was a lot of fun. We tried to have a little bit more fun in the booth here tonight. So, going into the Cup race tomorrow, it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm ready to see these Cup boys really get it down. But again, a big shout out to everybody on that Facebook, on that YouTube page, everybody out there. We couldn't do it without you guys. Big shout out to LNS Customs. Big shout out to ButtKicker. Big shout out to Kinder Performance Group, Rims One, and Barber Ford Racing.net. Big shout out to them, and can't wait to do the race tomorrow.
Yes, sir. Well, speaking of that race tomorrow, be sure to catch back up with us, Bluegrass faithful. If you're on that YouTube page, hit that subscribe button to know when we do go live, 9 p.m. if you're not aware. And if you're on that Facebook, hit that like button, share us out to your feed, let your fans or friends know about the awesome racing we got going over here in Bluegrass. And yeah, let's get some more fans out there in the chat. Enjoy having all you guys, gals, mothers, fathers, sisters, brothers, whatever you are, out in the chat. And hopefully you enjoy the rest of your Tuesday night. We will be seeing you tomorrow night, Wednesday, here again at Loudon to conclude our week for the Bluegrass here in New Hampshire for the Cup Series. So we will catch you tomorrow night, Wednesday, 9 p.m., Cup Series at Loudon.